Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us again. It is time, Jonathan,
Yes.
to bring out our guest this evening.
Cool.
Cool. Super cool.
Yeah.
So without further ado, give a big round of applause for Judy Wasylycia-Leis.
Oh, let's do this. Yeah.
Hello, Dan.
Thank you.
How are you?
Going for hugs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
Hello, everybody.
Okay. Let's sit
Glad to
down.
be here.
Well, Judy,
Good to see you.
how do
Good
you
to be
do?
here. Just great. Thank you for having me on this 73rd episode of The Week Thus Far. It's great.
Big anniversary.
It's great. And it's interesting tonight. The Jimmy Kimmel Show has got Rob Ford, and you've got me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
I think you got the short end of the stick, though.
Well, he's a little taller than
I hope you're just speaking literally, because you offer way more than Rob Ford. Rob
Let's
Ford,
hope.
he's good at a few things, and that's... We won't get into those things.
No, we won't.
We all know about
No,
those
we
things.
won't.
Yes. Yeah.
You're good at a lot of things, Judy. And I gotta
Thank you.
say that in 2010, when you ran for mayor of Winnipeg, I was 22 years old.
Ooh.
I was going through a strange time in my life. Didn't care about a lot of things. I didn't know who you were. But when you ran, in a very short amount of time, I knew exactly who you were and what you stood for. And as a 22-year-old who really didn't care about much, except like family, obviously, my mom's here.
Good save.
You did a fantastic job of getting it out there and sort of, I don't know if this is the right word, I just heard it recently, galvanizing the youth of Winnipeg. How did you do that? Because most of us don't care about anything.
Well, thanks, Dan. Obviously, I didn't do enough of that, though, because I didn't win.
Slim
Yeah,
margin. Slim margin.
But I certainly learned that, in fact, if anybody's serious about running for mayor, and by the way, John, I hear you're running. Congratulations.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I'm still in the running. Yes. Yeah.
Actually, the last episode we shot, John announced he was running for mayor.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, the fact that I have 6 cats, apparently that's illegal, and so kind of
Well, he's got to fix a few things.
cutting through the
before he
red
runs.
tape right now. But
Anyway, back to your question about youth. I think anybody who's serious about running, whether it's John or anybody else, you've got to have the youth involved. And in fact, this city is missing that voice of youth in terms of actually building this city into a creative a place that is inviting and inclusive and artistic. And you know, we've got so much to build on, and I think it's really youth who are going to invigorate this city. So I have, by the way, it's one of my forums, I have a youth forum coming up on March the 15th, and everyone's welcome at my house, because I can't do it anywhere else, and it's still too cold outside to do it.
Are you serious that you're not allowed to do it anywhere else other than your house?
Well, you can't, if you're, they called me up to say that if I'm thinking about running, it's the same as if I declared to run for mayor, like Gord Steeves has. And therefore, you can't do anything until May 1st, which is the registration date, and you can't spend money, you can't raise money, and you can't get
Even
any
if you haven't
donations in
formally
kind.
declared?
Even if you haven't declared. So
like
it was-
what we just did with John was super illegal.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
you know, Judy, I think.
So it's the cats, and now this.
I know.
You
Yeah,
got
the
a lot of
cats.
strikes against you.
Just got rid of the cats,
And
but
then the chickens are dead.
don't talk about the chickens. But the thing, like Dan was saying, like how youth can, you know, get into your campaign and understand what you say. It's because you actually talk to people like us. You'll show up on this show, which is just an amazing
risk my
kind of.
political career, but
Yeah, you know what? Well, it's good. More people should. Yeah.
That's right.
no, this is great. I mean, I think this show and what you're doing generally in terms of invigorating the arts and the youth in the community is critical for the future of the city. So keep it up. And by the way, I hear great news that you're holding comedy hour at Pantages on
We are, that's right.
second.
That was a great
From Mood
transition.
Disorders Association of
Right.
Manitoba.
standing up.
Stand Up to Stigma.
Stand Up to Stigma.
March
which is
22nd.
Fabulous. I mean, the whole issue of mental health is a big one for me, and something I've been working on for years when I was a federal politician, and we got to find a way to actually get rid of that stigma and try to give people the resources that they need. So thank you very, very much.
Well, thank you.
And I'll be there. March the 22nd, everyone.
Oh.
That's great.
Judy, did you want to talk about just how being a woman in politics and how different that is, and you want to relate that a bit to maybe women in Olympics?
Well, I think we should, don't you? I mean, look at the fact we just came to the Olympics, and you know how well the Canadian women did. In fact, they say that if we just looked at women in the Olympics, Canada would have been #1 in terms of medals.
Snap.
Instead, we're #3. So you guys brought us down, you know that.
Yeah, Has there ever been a time when we haven't? That's a good question. Yeah.
But I'll never forget, it was the women's hockey team who said to the men who were next up that you got to play like girls. And I think there's a message there, and I think, in fact, I'd like to take that to the municipal politics and suggest that everybody at City Hall should play like girls. Don't you think?
I agree. Yeah. Maybe you won't kick kids in the face like Sam Cates,
I'm going to say...
I got to be careful there. I don't want a lawsuit.
That did happen, though. There's a photograph. And he kicked a kid in the face.
But, speaking...
Legally, it did happen. It happened.
Graphic of that right here. Just pull that up.
Whether you meant it or not.
Yeah.
It definitely happened. Now.
But
just more red tape for my...
And now, just getting a little bit off into the deep end here.
Okay.
You have a lot of house concerts at your home.
I do.
It sounds like you're the kind of person who enjoys fun in bucket loads. What's Weekend Judy like?
I'll have to ask my husband out in the audience there.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, after 40 years of marriage, I don't know if you'd call it much fun anymore. Oops, sorry.
Oh!
No, happily married. We have a dog, though. That helps.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dogs are great.
No, weekends are full of events, but we really do like to have house concerts. And we started the North End Artist Collective to try to bring together all the great artists in the North End together and to share their talents with the whole community. And then we started house concerts at Barber House, which you may know is the oldest still standing house in Winnipeg. So a real heritage site. And
John actually showed me a photo of Barber House.
I did show a
Well,
photo.
John was there and helping with the
Dan,
concert.
I was there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for school.
But
now, I have to ask it. I know lots of people are asking it now, and I know what I would like you to say, but I know it doesn't matter. Do you like me? Yes, no, maybe. No.
no, let me see.
Will you be running for mayor in the approaching municipal elections?
Well, Dan, you know I'm busy consulting folks. That's why I have these parties in my house, trying to get opinions from folks about the issues and what we can do to change things at City Hall. And goodness knows, we got a lot of things to change there, right? So it's trying to find a critical mass of folks who really want to make a difference. And I'm not leaping into anything until I know I've got the support. And together we've got the solutions and the answers to a City Hall that really is at a crossroads, and a city that has to be reinvigorated and playing on the talents of our youth, our artists, and the great, thinkers and creators in this city. We could be so much more. We could be so much on the world map. Right now they say that Winnipeg is probably the second hottest art scene in Canada. McLean said that a couple of years ago. We could be the #1 hottest art scene, I think, with a little bit of work, a little bit of effort, and really putting
Pump it up a bit?
Yeah. No, but aside from the arts and cultural scene and the need to open up City Hall, we have some serious infrastructure problems. I mean, just appalling that, the thing that puts us on the news these days is brown water or frozen pipes.
Yeah.
And just embarrassing, so.
And holes in the ground.
Yeah, holes in the
Yeah,
ground.
I fell.
You wait.
Yeah.
It's not even pothole season.
Yeah, just sidewalk.
My van's making weird sounds now too from all those potholes.
van.
Just gonna say it. Just saying. So
So you're still asking me?
Yeah.
is that you know what? I don't know.
So I'm still seriously thinking about it.
That's
and
the
I
answer
am
we're
not
looking
gonna
for.
I'm not gonna make a decision till I've got, you know, enough support and a clear agenda. And I think there's nothing wrong with consulting about something this important. It's
Absolutely
a big decision. It's a serious moment for our city. So stay tuned.
Sounds good. Judy Wasylycia-Leis, everybody.